Hello there, Jeff here with the Bigshooterist channel. Thanks for tuning in. There are very few times that you will find me utilizing a computer over shooting. I love to shoot, and there's nothing takes priority over that. But once in a while, the two technologies, firearms and computers, work to benefit one another, and this is one of those times. Today we're going to look at the laser shooting system, the laser activated shot reporter. This will allow you to train anywhere you want, anytime you want. Stick around. This thing is awesome.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat.
So let's just say where you live, it's about 18 degrees above zero outside. You'd like to go out and do some shooting. You don't feel like dressing up in all the bulky clothes. And it's about 72 degrees inside. Yeah, that's where I am. Today, we're going to shoot inside. Now, I've been into firearms-related gadgets as long as I've been into firearms. I think most people are. You get involved in firearms, it becomes important. It eventually becomes a passion and then a lifestyle. So anything that's going to enhance that is going to be important to you. At least it is me. I was recently introduced to the laser shooting system, and I knew I had to have one right away. Now I've had, I don't know, I would call them gadgets, I guess, in the past. Shooting trainers, training pistols, things that emitted a laser and the target reacted in some way in the past. But it was never anything that really felt real. This laser system, combined with the SIRT pistol, which is one of the options, feels very realistic. This particular one is a replica of a Glock 17. The magazine weighs the same as a loaded magazine. You can do reload drills. The sear breaks like it would on a striker-fired pistol. It's just unbelievable how close this is to the real thing. A lot of the problems I've found in the past with a lot of the shooting simulators were typically one of two. The first was they either felt really chintzy and it didn't really give you a good experience that to me really simulated training or anything useful, or the second was if you were fortunate enough to find a trainer that felt realistic, it was crazy money, ridiculous money, and they never really seemed to be intermingled anywhere until now. This new system absolutely feels like shooting and has multiple benefits, and the price is so low that I couldn't believe it. I had to buy one the day that I saw one at a trade show where I live. And you're more fortunate than I am, because I didn't have a video to give me a discount code like you do before I purchased mine. I paid retail for mine. You're going to get 10% off at the link that we're going to have in the description, so you can own one of these too if you like. There were three things that really hooked me on this the first time I saw it. The first one was the SIRT, the training system. At the time they were available in Glock models and in Smith & Wesson M&P models. There's also a bolt available for your AR-15 and your M16, so you can run carbine drills with it too. The second was the ability to use absolutely anything you want for a target. There are no predetermined expensive targets that somebody else thought might work for you. You can use whatever you want for a target at whatever distance you want to use. That's really cool. The third thing was the price. It was less money than any of the real firearms I purchased. Any of the regular carry guns that I would carry, the entire system with the software, the training pistol and everything is far less money. And that's brand new. That's never been like that for me, not in my experience. One of the things I find most beneficial about this is the ability to use any target that you want. The IP camera that you use with your computer becomes the camera that you use with the shooting simulator. So you're not strapped into a special target that's real expensive or designed in a way that somebody else thought might be best for you. You can use whatever you want for a target. If you like to shoot at a silhouette or multiple silhouettes, you can hang those up, frame them in on your IP camera, and you're ready to roll. it'll record the shots, it'll record par times, it'll record time between shots. It records absolutely everything, and you can go back over this data and you can see on the target on your computer exactly where you hit while you were running your drill. You can run multiple drills on this one system. You can run mag change drills. You can target shoot just for leisure, just to learn the sear break on the firearm, just to work on your accuracy. You can have multiple targets. You can set up all the targets you want downrange and frame them in and use those and do target transition drills. It's almost unlimited what you can do with this system, and because it's so flexible, that really makes it cool. Something else that was important to me is it's easy to operate. That's real important to me. When it comes to computers, I don't know, when it comes to most things, we'll just say that I'm not a master of any, but I'm somewhat proficient at some. Computers are not one of those. It's really, really easy to use. And picking a target is as easy as highlighting something. And that's it. Just like highlighting something with a box, like you crop a photo or something. If that makes sense to you, you already know how to run this software. It's really easy. Another thing I really like is the ability to create the sounds that you want. When you fire, you can set it so you just hear gunshots. You can set it so you hear steel falling. You can set up the software very easily just with pull down menus so it works for the type of training you want it to work for. And while these SIRT, S-I-R-T, these firearms work so well and I enjoy them, you can use anything that emits a laser. So it doesn't matter what you have. I'm not going to name all the different things you could have. Anything you have for a trainer that emits a laser will work. I even shot around using a cat toy, just holding up a laser while my son was shooting and throwing it on the target to kind of goof with him a little bit while he was running drills, and it recorded it fine. Let's run over the software and run a few demonstrations. I'll give you a bird's eye view from over my shoulder as I'm shooting, and then I'll frame in the computer screen so you can actually see what it's going to look like on your computer at the same time. So here's a zoomed in shot of my computer screen, and it's really as easy as this. Let's select the shape that we want. Let's start with, we'll start with a circle, and we'll use the target I've already got on the wall. We'll make this 1, and we'll move the number around so it's not in the way of another target. We'll make this number 2. Top right hand will be number 3. Bottom right hand will be target number 4. And again, we'll move that around so we don't have it sticking in the middle of another target. Bottom left hand will be target 5. And just to make things easy, we'll take the ocean spray around Lady Liberty's dress, and we'll make this whole area a reset. So we go into our settings, target 1, you can name it all kinds of things. We're just going to name it target 1 and so forth. Target 2 will be called target 2. Target 3 will be target 3. Target 4. Target 5. And target 6 is going to be a special target. It'll have a special purpose to clear and continue shooting. So anytime we shoot that area, it's going to clear and start over again in case we want to do another drill without coming back to the computer. Close it, lock the targets, and it calibrates. Simple as that. So now we shoot this area and it starts a drill. It's going to start out saying shooter ready. At an undetermined time, a random time, it's going to say threat. And I'll start with target 1, go to 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'll double tap each one of them, and then we'll check out the findings. Let's get started.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Threat.
Let's take a look at the monitor. So all of our hits are recorded in the form of dots. The orange dot shows the last shot that I fired. Now the real data comes from the right hand side of the monitor. Let's zoom over there and take a look. So this tells us how long it took for the first shot, the split time in between each shot, and the total overall time. So you can immediately start to challenge yourself on this. It gets fun really quick, especially when you see you're learning things and you're getting better. All right, so we're going to clear this out, and now let's have them call targets. So I know that the center is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 go clockwise, starting with the upper left-hand corner, and we'll do a called targets drill. So now we'll have the computer call the targets. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My biggest problem is remembering which target is which. I usually put numbers on them. Feeble mind. We'll restart it and run the drill. Should be 10 rounds total.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
4, 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4.
So how cool is that? This thing is affordable, flexible, allows you to use anything you want for targets, allows you to use anything that emits a laser to practice with. To me, it's a no-brainer. It's an unbelievable training tool. And we've just scratched the surface of what you can do with this thing. There's a lot of information on their site. The link will be in the description below the video. There'll also be a discount code on the program that you need for your computer to run this. It'll be a 10% discount, and it'll be in the description below as well. Big Shooter will be the discount code. So just enter that when you check out. You'll get 10% off. Better deal that I got when I purchased it, but I still had to have it anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you train all the time, as much as you can. It's all of our responsibility to train as much as we possibly can, and this will let us get a little bit more training without breaking the bank, or giving us the excuse that we don't have a range either at our home, our place of employment, or we just don't want to drive there, or it's not convenient, or whatever it is. You'll be able to practice more. I can practice more, and that's a good thing. Please click like. Share us with your friends in your vast social media universe. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already. And until next time, have fun and be safe.